Hello everybody, habari yenyu. Karibu sana to my channel. Welcome to Baraka Reality Media. My name is Sharon, aka Baraka, and I am grateful to have you this afternoon. Thank you very much. If you're there and you are watching, this is a live broadcast. And I am not here alone. I'm here with a friend of mine. This is a very important person. And I want you guys to ask as many questions as you have while I bring my friend to you here. But before I get into this video, let's just bring in this person to introduce herself and tell you who she is. Welcome, Joyce.
Thank you, Sharon. Hi, guys. My name is Joyce. As Sharon has said, I call myself by the name Joyce K. Nas, Canada. This is my YouTube channel. I live in Canada. I'm a born Kenyan, raised in Kenya, but then I immigrated to Canada to come and look for greener pastures. And these greener pastures are the ones that we want to share to you on how you can also come in case you're interested to come to Canada. That is why we are here to answer all your questions.
Wow. Welcome so much, Joyce. Welcome to this channel. We're very humbled to have you in Baraka Reality Media, and we want to know more about Canada. So let's start with what is good in Canada. What is Canada like?
Canada, first of all, is a very beautiful country. You guys, you must confirm that people don't hear so much about Canada politics. So it is very quiet, very calm. Sometimes when it's during the elections time, I don't hear campaigns. I only hear, oh, the president has been elected, the mayors have been elected, but I don't hear a lot of politics. It's quiet. You don't know so much about Canada. It is also peaceful. And we enjoy living here because Canada is a land of immigrants. Everybody in Canada immigrated from somewhere. The only people that are here permanently are the Aboriginal people, and they are somewhere where people don't talk so much about them. So the rest of us, even the white people, we are all immigrants. And I think that is one of the reasons that Canada, there is no racism. It is just because of that one reason that everybody came from somewhere. Yeah.
Wow. That is interesting to hear. It is a quiet place because, we imagine it is this big land that has a lot of noise and all that. So it's interesting to hear that it is a quiet place.
Yeah.
How about the weather? I know what I know about
the weather is not funny. The weather is not funny. Sharon, I think we lost you. But guys, the weather in Canada is not any funny. There's a lot of snowfall. For winter, there's a lot of snowfall. Not in all the provinces. Canada has got 12 provinces. And one of the provinces called British Columbia, they don't experience snow. So when we're experiencing snow, they usually have rainfall and a lot of humid. So the rest of the country, there's a lot of snow during winter. And it's not so much that you cannot handle. Initially, it was so scaring to me. But with time, now I'm gotten used to it, and it is not that bad. Not that bad. My kids enjoy playing in the snow.
Wow. Sorry, Joyce, I lost you there for a little bit. Somebody was calling me. Please, guys, don't call me. I'm on a live broadcast.
They are missing you.
Send your messages on the live. Don't call me, please. So
yes.
That's how I got interrupted. Yeah, the snow thing is quite interesting. My kids keep telling me that they want to come and experience the snow in Canada. They want to do a skiing holiday, and they know the only place they can get it is places like in Canada. So that's very interesting to hear. Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay, so tell us about, my viewers would like to know about opportunities for immigrating to Canada. So would you tell us what opportunities there is at this current time of people that would like to immigrate to Canada?
Oh, Canada is a land of opportunities. There are so many immigration pathways for coming to Canada. Canada immigration system is the best in the world. It has got over 80 programs that you can use to come to Canada. And I'll just mention a few of them. And one of them, the one that most people know, it is called Express Entry. Express Entry, it is a pathway where people do their applications, and then they go into a pool, and then inside that pool, they are selected based on the points. It is point form, just the same way the UK has started. You know, UK and Canada are sisters. So just the same way, point based, it's based on your level of education, your years of experience, your English proficiency, all those points are put together, and then they score you. That is one of the ways. So you're required to have at least 470 points, but sometimes it is not so easy to acquire those points. So what the government did, they also introduced other pathways. Like they said, if you cannot attain the 470 points, then now you can go into the provinces and apply for jobs in the provinces and in the communities and in the territories. So now once you apply for jobs and you get a job offer, the community nominates you and they give you 600 points. And then you add into the express entry. And then that way you qualify to come. And once you qualify, the good thing about Canada immigration is that they give you permanent residence straight away. Permanent residency is like citizenship in Canada. They enjoy the same rights. A permanent resident and a Canadian citizen, they're like the same in all ways. And you live with that permanent residency for 3 years. And then after 3 years, you can apply for citizenship. So that one is for express entry. Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you a question there just to clarify. So when you apply for a work permit, you get permanent resident. You don't get a work permit, you get permanent resident.
You get permanent resident. You get permanent resident. Yes.
Wow.
That is the advantage for Canada, because I heard about UK, you get work permit.
It's different from the UK.
It's
different.
So the
UK, the point, our points are lower. Our points is 70 points. That's the new system that they have started, 70 points. But you don't get permanent resident immediately. You get just the work permit, and you have to stay with the work permit for 5 years before you can apply for permanent residency. So yours is different.
It is different. And
UK has the differences. Yeah.
UK has borrowed that system from us, because the provinces, the communities and territories, the point base is 70 points. It is 70 points, but there is how they calculate it. I have done videos on how they do the calculation. But the advantage of coming to Canada is that you come as a permanent resident or a landed immigrant. Myself, I came to Canada as a landed immigrant. So when I was entering Canada, I was a permanent resident. And then when I came here, now I'm required to stay here for 3 years, and then I can apply for citizenship.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's very interesting. So if you're there and you have been wanting to immigrate to Canada, Joyce Nurse Canada is here. She has a lot of information. If you have not subscribed to her channel, please go to her channel, Joyce K Nurse Canada. She has a lot of information of how you can immigrate to Canada via the work route that she is explaining. She has a wealth of experience in that area, so please go and subscribe to her channel and also get to know a lot of that information. Wow. So Joyce, in terms of the skilled work, do you have to be at a particular level of education before you make an application to migrate in this this working visa?
That's a good question, Sharon. You know, when you're applying for express entry, it is classified into 3. The first one is the one I talked about for skilled. The second one is for trades. Trades, skills, it means that is someone who doesn't have to have education, but they have got skills. A plumber has got skills. An electrician has got skills. A massage therapist has got skills. A chef, a cook. You know, all these people, they have got a truck drivers. Truck drivers' jobs are so many here in Canada. So these people have got skills, but they don't have education. So there is also a pathway for them to come under trades. And then the third one is for now the international students. The international student pathway, it is the best in the world so far. Because the advantage of coming to Canada as an international student is that once you study here, they give you a work permit, postgraduate work permit.
Yes.
This work permit requires you to work for 1 year, and then once you work for 1 year, they give you permanent resident. And you know, in most countries, when you go as an international student, there's usually no pathway for you becoming a permanent resident in most countries. But in Canada, they have They have opportunities for international students. They want to make them permanent here.
Yes.
Okay, when you're doing your application, you're not going to tell them that you're going to come and stay here. Of course, you have to prove reasons that you'll go back to your home country. But
Yes.
back in your mind, just know that in Canada, they are going to have a pathway for you to stay here. Because, Canada is so big, Sharon. Canada is so huge, as in Ontario, where I live. Ontario is one of the provinces. Ontario is bigger than Kenya. Ontario is bigger than Kenya. Wow. So when Kenya is brought into Ontario, it's gonna be swallowed. Ontario is so big. The provinces are so huge. And then the population is aging. So there's a big population of the aging people, and then they need to replace them with like now with COVID. They just did they just did census, and I know they are going to increase the numbers of the people that they wanted to come as immigrants. Like in 2021, they needed 400,000 immigrants. We are now halfway, and they are not even done with that. They still need to work hard to manage to get 400 by the end of the year. In 2022, they need 400, I think, and 20,000. In 2023, they had a plan for 3 years before COVID. And I know now with COVID, they're going to increase these numbers because people have died, people have retired, people have not been coming to Canada. So it means that because of COVID, it means that now there are going to be more chances for people to immigrate to Canada. And that is why I took up on this responsibility and I started teaching people on how they can come to Canada. There are so many ways. You can also come to Canada as a visitor. And Canada is the best country for you to do like asylum and refugee. Because here, I hear other countries, people stay for 10 years, 20 years. No, here you cannot exceed 3 years. If they're giving you, they're giving you. Yeah, if they're giving you, they're giving you. If they're not giving you, they're going to tell you, we cannot give you, and you go back to your home country. It is as black as white. If your case is not heard successively, then you go back home. But within 3 years, some people get even within a year, asylum and refugee. So, and that is why most people want to come to Canada because of all these advantages. Yeah.
That is different from the UK. It's interesting to hear that because I'm hearing a lot of differences between Canada and the UK. So the asylum route that you're talking about, in the UK, you can stay for a long time. In fact, there are people that had to wait even up to 10 years. If
No. Here you cannot stay. After 3 years, they close your case and they tell you go back home. You don't qualify. Or, and before they even tell you that I have done videos, you'll have tried all courts and you have got a lawyer to do your process. So you can appeal. It's a long process. It's a tedious process. We know asylum is not easy, but it is a process that is doable.
Yes. Oh, wow. Okay. And also the other thing you talked about, the student one. So in the UK as well, I think it's also important that people know if you come here as a student, it's like what Joyce is saying. There's also that part where you can apply for work. So once you finish your studies, you can apply for work and they'll give you that job so you can transit and you don't even have to go back to your country of origin.
That's good.
You can stay. Yeah, you can stay and just change your status. Yeah, so
I like that because some countries you go as an international student, then after you graduate, you don't have anywhere to go. So I like what UK and Canada are doing.
Yeah, I think what UK and Canada are doing is very good. And these are new opportunities. So guys, if you're there, take on advantage of these new opportunities that are coming. If you have been waiting to immigrate, like Joyce is saying, this is perhaps the best time. I know it's not good to celebrate COVID, but it is opening opportunities because there will need people to fill those positions. Those people that have departed, there are positions that will need to be filled and to be covered. So this is maybe the right opportunity for you to take advantage and fill in those applications. Wow.
There are also sites that they can apply for jobs. I always say that the best places to apply for jobs, the best sites to apply for jobs is not Indeed and LinkedIn, because those ones you can easily find scammers there and then you get caught. But the best sites to apply, it is within the provinces and the communities. Myself, I live in the rural community, one of the small communities in Canada, in Ontario. So in these small communities, you have got a job bank where you can go and apply for jobs. And then also in the provinces, they have got a job bank. I have done those videos. Go and apply for jobs from there, even for truck drivers, even for plumbers, electrician, people for construction. people that do construction. There are so many jobs for them there. Also, I have also done a video on how people can come to Canada under cruise ship.
Okay.
Those jobs are there that you can find to apply to come under cruise. People don't know how people get these jobs, but I have done a video on how you can come under cruise ship to Canada and US. And those jobs, they don't require you to have a lot of education. They just need you 6 months training and also some experience, like in catering. A ship has got all departments, accounts, nurses, everything is there. So I have done a video on how people can apply for that. So all these opportunities. And also there is also another program for nannies, caregivers. Okay. So that if a family needs someone to come and help them to raise their child, or maybe they're sick patient, you can apply for home support worker, and you're just required to have 6 months program just for first aid and some training for caregiving for 6 months, and then 1 year experience, and then you can apply under that program. And once you come here and work for 2 years, they give you permanent resident.
Wow. That is very interesting, Joyce. You mentioned about making applications in the province. So for a person that is not inside Canada and they want to know how to get job applications or those agencies within those provinces, how can people know if they can't go to Indeed or LinkedIn? How can people find these provinces?
They should visit the websites. Every province. I said we have got 12 provinces. No, I like saying 11 because Quebec is one of the provinces here that speaks French. So in Quebec, the immigration system is different from the English, from the rest of the provinces. So in the 11 provinces, every province has got its own website. Different. Ontario is different from Quebec, from British Columbia, from Alberta. They're all different and they're managed differently. So in Ontario, there's a website for jobs called Job Banks. I have done those videos. Go watch my videos, see how you can apply for jobs. I have done so many videos on how you can apply for jobs. Yes.
Okay. So in the UK, what I found is, the sites you say that you don't encourage people, that LinkedIn and the Indeed.com, a lot of employers who are sponsoring the visas post their jobs on there. So I think it is also important to let people know if you're going to be looking for a job on Indeed or in LinkedIn, you need to be careful not to be scammed. So be sure that you also do your own research and check.
And don't pay. Don't pay. For someone to give you a job offer, don't pay.
Don't pay.
Because, I like the job bank within the communities and the provinces because they are managed by the province. So they keep eyes. They keep check so that any scammer they remove. They cannot allow any scammer. They have people who are working in those job sites. So they have a way of controlling that they are not scammers. And if someone is giving you a job offer in Canada and they're asking you for money, just know it's a scam. Because the legal immigration process, you pay for it, but you see, you are paying to the government. It's not an individual. You're not sending money to an individual. If someone is asking you money and he's not an immigration consultant, just know that they're scamming you. How to find an immigration consultant is that you go to the website for immigration for Canada. It's called IRCC. It's under canada.ca. And you don't even have to do that. I have done the research for them already. I have given them several immigration consultants that I have trusted. Myself, I used an agency to come to Canada. So I have also done a video on how I came to Canada and the agency that I use, so people can use those ones that I have verified. And people who are in Dubai, in Kenya. They're in Westland, Sarit Center, 2nd floor. And they're also in Dubai, they're in India. People who are in Dubai and Qatar, there's a program for you to come to Canada. Yeah, you can come to Canada. There's an agency there that is recruiting people, getting them jobs in Canada and doing the immigration process for them. Yeah, I had someone that came and said that the husband came to Canada through that program, and I did a video with her. So it's something that is happening. It's not anything that is,
Wow. So those traveling jobs, people have been asking, do I need to have a degree? Do I need to have a master's degree?
They just need conform.
You just
truck drivers.
Exactly. And this is
secondary
system that the UK Yes, yes, and this is the system that the UK is introducing as well. A level is college. Here is college level, so you have to have at least a college level education, and the skill, like Joyce is saying, having a knowledge of a particular area, plumbing, electricity, those are skills, and that's why everybody is termed as a skilled worker. So there's
Yes.
nothing like having master's level education anymore. As long as you have the skills, you have the experience, you will qualify and you can apply for those jobs. You can go to Canada, you can come to the UK. The choice is so much. It's up to you what you need to do to decide where you want to go and stay. Wow.
Yes.
So what are there other routes? What about marriage route? Is there a marriage route that if people
common law
want to
partner.
immigrate?
Yeah.
Okay.
They are called common law partner. Common law partner is someone that you have been dating for over a year. So they can file for you. They can file for you if they're in Canada and they're permanent residents in Canada or they're citizens. That's why I said permanent resident is like citizen in Canada. Anything they mention about citizen, they also mention about permanent resident. So in case you're in that group and you want to bring your common law partner, maybe from Kenya or from whichever part of the world. I know in this channel we have got people who are coming from all over the world.
From all over,
so,
yes, we have
so
people
yeah,
from all
so in
over
whichever
the world,
country you're coming, you just need to prove to the government that you are not able to go and do the wedding in your home country, and now you can get a visit. There's a visa that you get to come here, Canada, and then within 6 months you're required to do the wedding, and then and after the wedding, now you apply for the permanent resident that takes 1 year. Within 1 year, you have your permanent resident, and then after 3 years, after another 2 years, now you can apply for citizenship.
Wow, those are a lot of similarities as well, because even here in the UK, if you're coming through the marriage route, you can, if you don't do the wedding in your country of origin, you can come as a fiancé. You'll be eligible to get the fiancé visa as long as you do a wedding within 6 months on arrival, and then you can change your status from a fiancé visa to a spouse visa. You can do that here in the UK.
Yes.
Right. I've got someone asking me here. You mentioned about agencies in Qatar. So which is the best agency in Qatar?
Let them go and watch my video. Let me not mention it here. Let them go so that I'm accountable. Let them go watch that video on Dubai and Qatar, so that anything that they want to be answered will be answered from that video.
Okay. Yeah. So guys, you have heard. If you want to immigrate to Canada and you have questions about what agencies to use, please go and subscribe to Joyce K. Nurse Canada YouTube channel. She has a lot of information there, and she has explained what agencies you can use. She has explained how you can immigrate. There's a lot of information there. Joyce is really, really informed. So I would encourage all of you to go and subscribe to her channel, and you will get that information. That is quite a lot of information, Joyce. And we've spoken about the student route. Is there a particular, there are some courses that are quite common, or they are hot topics. Is there anything that is common that people would come and study, or is it open for whatever you want to come and study?
You can study anything. You can study anything that you want to come and study. Anything that is available for international students, you can apply. But I always have my tip to give to my people. I tell them, when you're doing your application to come and study in Canada, let you not be guided by what you love doing. That is not important if you're interested in immigration, unless you're interested in coming, studying, and going back home. But I know majority of the people that are watching our content, they want to come and stay here. So if you're interested in coming and staying here, what should be guiding you is, what are these programs that the government will give you permanent residence through? Look for a program that has got a pathway, because it's not all the programs that have got a pathway for permanent residents. So be wise when you're making your choice. Don't say, oh, I like doing this. This is what I'm going. No, it's not what you like. It is what is going to give you a pathway for permanent resident. Then after you become a permanent resident, now you can do whatever you like doing. Because when you become a permanent resident, you are going to enjoy so many other things. I'm going to talk about them after this. So something else that you need to consider, the university that you are applying. Let you not be guided by the amount of money that you spend. Because I know people go and type the cheapest universities in Canada. No, 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 no. It's not about how much money you pay. It is about, is this university accredited by the government to train international students? Because you can have a visa and come all the way to study in Canada, yet this university is not accredited. And then when you graduate, you realize, I don't know how that happened, but it happens. The other thing, this university that you're training, is it going to give you a program that is going to give you a pathway for PR? And something else here for international students, try to come and do a course that is at least 2 years and more. Because what happens is that I say that after you graduate, they give you work permit based. They give you work permit based on your years of study. If you studied here for 1 year, they give you another 1 year for work permit. If you studied for 2 years, they give you another 2 year work permit. If you studied for 3 years, they give you another 3 year or 4 years, like that. So, and you know, they need you to have 1 year experience after you graduate for you to apply for PR. So what is going to happen if you did 1 year program and then you're given 1 year postgraduate permit, and within this 1 year, you have got time to wait for the permit to come out, like 3 months. So it means you have got less than 1 year to experience. And once your 1 year elapsed, they're going to tell you now you're illegally in Canada, go back home. We don't want such things to happen. We want you to have enough time to have Canada experience for 1 year. And then after this 1 year experience, now you have enough time now to apply for PR and wait for it comfortably when you're working. We don't want people to be in a rush, because you can find yourself illegally in Canada. If you only have 1 year work permit, then you're going to be here illegally. But I always advise people, because we have got people who have got financial, constraints. In case you are coming here because of finances, you cannot afford to pay because a 2 year program is going to require you a bigger bank statement and also more tuition fee. You can still apply for 1 year program, but after you graduate, don't rush into working. Add another 1 year of study, so that you have got 2 years of study, and then now they can give you another 2 years of experience, work experience.
Yes. Wow, yeah, that's actually very important, Joyce, that you mentioned there. It is important for people to know that if they apply for these programs and they then finish your time that you're in whichever country, whether it's the UK or Canada, you can find yourself out of status. So I agree with what Joyce is saying. It is important that you apply for something that is going to give you a longer duration. Don't look at the cost, look at the benefit that you're going to reap thereafter. And yeah, I agree with you also what you said there about if you're going there as an international student, study something that's going to get you a job. There are some studies that you do, but you will never get a job here in the UK because it's not a requirement. They don't need those kind of workers. But if you do jobs that are, they're always looking for those sort of employments in those particular jobs, you can guarantee that you're going to be offered a job. Things like health, they're always looking for people in the health industry. So that is usually a very hot
healthcare, IT, those ones are hot
here in the UK. Engineering, all those are hot studies that you can come and study if you want to study and leave. Unless obviously you want to study and go back, then you can do whatever you want over there. Wow. So tell us about the transport. How's the transport like in London? In Canada, when you immigrate, sometimes obviously you don't come with a car. You have to rely on public transport. How's the public transport?
You don't need a car. You don't need a car. You don't need a car when you're living in Canada, because like here, right now I'm seated in my sitting room and the road is just outside here. So I can see the buses. And most homes are near the main roads. Huh? This is not a main road, it's a small road, but there's always a bus coming after every 30 minutes. In the village, it is 30 minutes. But in big towns like Toronto, it is after every 5 minutes. After every 5 minutes, there's a bus. Also in bigger towns like Toronto, there are also trains, Go Bus. There's also buses that are called streetcars. The means of transport is very efficient. Initially, you don't need a car. You can actually manage. Sometimes it's a long time since I used the public means. But let me tell you, when I was using the public means initially, because I didn't have a car when I first came, it was good. It was good because you don't have stresses for parking and all that. You just enter a train. A train is very fast. In 10 minutes, you're where you're going if you're going to work. So a car, you can just buy a car for maybe weekends when you're going with the family. But in case you're working in places like Toronto, you don't even have anywhere to park it. So the means of transport is very efficient. And there's no jam. There's no jam as such.
Wow.
There's a way they control it because of the train. The train is able to clear the jam from the roads.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, so you have had it. You don't have to worry if you're considering immigrating to Canada. Don't have to worry about how you're going to be going to work. The mode of transport there is very easy. You can get into a bus or a train, and you get pretty much anywhere you want to get. You want to go, or you want to get into. What about housing, Joyce? How's the housing situation?
Housing depends on where you're living, because like in main towns, of course, it's gonna be a little bit expensive. A 2-bedroom house is going to cost you in a town like Toronto, bigger towns, is going to cost you around $900 to $1,200 a 2-bedroom condo. So, but in the village, you can find even with $700, $500 a 2-bedroom. So it depends on where you want to live, and even in the village, there are so many opportunities. So it depends on whether there are people who are town people. They like living in town. There are others like me who I get harassed staying in a town. I get so much harassed. I like peace. Whereby when I wake up, I see trees. When I want to drive around, I like living in the village. So, and the village of Canada is not like Kisumu or Nyeri. It is it's another Nairobi.
I know.
So, it's a beautiful place. Yeah.
Yes, I know what you mean. The countryside feeling, because us where we live is like a countryside as well.
Yes.
But in the UK, maybe it's going to be considered like the rural area, like the village, but it is equally good.
Yeah.
But you're away from the
noise, from the harassment
of the city and all that. Yeah.
And buying a house is also cheaper here. Okay. When you want to own a home, it's cheaper.
Can you own a home if you don't have citizenship?
No, you can't. You have to be a permanent resident or a citizen. And also you have to have a very good credit history of around 700, 650 and above if you're buying by mortgage.
Wow.
Okay. You need to build. So something that I like encouraging people, when you arrive in Canada, start building your credit history. Get a credit card. Yeah, so because you're going to require it. And don't be in a hurry to buy expensive cars. Start with a cheap car so that you accumulate points for buying a house. It's important to buy a house at the end of the day. Yeah.
Very important. And I also encourage people as well. One of the things that people don't know is when they immigrate, that they need to build that credit. So you come and you start seeing a lot of money all of a sudden, and you forget that you're supposed to be saving that money. So I also encourage people that the minute you immigrate to those diaspora countries, start your saving from there, start building your credit, because that's how you're going to get good credit to purchase a house. If you want to purchase a house, if you want to live good, the only way you can do that is if you have good credit. If you have bad credit, even if you're a citizen or a permanent resident, it's still not likely that you're going to afford to buy a home. But it is nice to have a place of your own. Yes. Wow, somebody is giving you a shout out here. Kenneth Othiambo saying, Joyce, it's nice to see you. They are greeting you. Somebody else is asking, do you need to use an agency to immigrate, or is there any way that you can do your application without having to pay an agency?
Working with an agency comes with cost implications. Because you're not going to find anyone charging you less than $5,000 US. Let us talk about US dollar, because that's what most people know. So $5,000 US for us, that is what we paid. Those many years ago, we paid $5,000 US to come to Canada, just to pay the agent. That time you have not paid the cost for the program, the one that you pay the government. Every program is different. So, and there are also air tickets, and you also need money to come and spend when you settle here. It's not free. You have to come and rent a place, find a life like that. So even the government itself, they insist that they encourage that people do their immigration process. When you watch our videos and you follow, I explain slowly and nicely. Follow those steps. For every program I have done, I explain, do this, submit. You can do it by yourself. You don't have to use an agent. But in case you find it so hard for you, because some people are busy, some people can afford, using an agency is also going to make your life so easy. And yesterday I managed to identify an agent who is a Canadian right here in Toronto. Yesterday, yeah. So I have done a video on how you guys will be using her. She's authorized to do immigration. So you can use that one in Canada now, and you can also use the one in Kenya. So now we are okay. Yeah, because people have been asking me, people don't trust their own. People don't want to use the one in Kenya. Let me tell you, Kenyans, they want Canadian. They kept telling me, Joyce, we want Canadian. We don't want these ones from Westlands. So I looked for one from Canada, and now they have an option to use the Canadian one.
Wow. Okay, so guys, you're there. If you're listening, there is an agency that Joyce has identified. This is someone who is immigrated, regulated, and like us, me and Joyce, we are not immigration advisors. We're purely giving you this information because of what we know.
Passion.
I am from the UK, Joyce is from Canada. We know what is happening in our countries, and we are sharing this information with you so that you can take this advantage to your own advantage as well. You know, you may not need it. Maybe another family member or a friend of yours could be needing this opportunity. So this is your opportunity for you to share the information with your friends, with your family members, and tell them. Somebody is asking, how do you check the NOC code?
Oh, that's a very good question. Oh, that is somebody who is already into the system. Thank you so much for that question. You are my good student. NOC code, it is, our jobs back home are different from the names that they call back home is different from what they call here. Like a nurse in Canada, you're going to find that a registered nurse in Canada has got a diploma, but a registered nurse here has got a degree. So you need to find what is your NOC code when you come to Canada. It's not going to be like a registered nurse in Kenya. No. It's going to give you now a different classification, and that is what they call NOC codes. So you need to match. If you are an accountant back home, you need to look for what can suit you here in Canada. And I have done a video on that. I have done several videos, I think 2 of them on that. So you can follow steps by steps and be able to match. It is a way of matching your career back home and what is here in Canada. And then now when you're searching for jobs in the communities and in the provinces, you'll be using your code so that you'll be saying nurses, it is 3123, search for jobs. You write there. I wanted to speak in Swahili. You write there and then you search. That is the way to look for jobs.
So it is not mandatory. So I imagine, when they say that you have to have, like, for example, a master's degree level, but maybe you've studied in Kenya and what you got was a diploma. But then diploma is like the degree level in another country. So you can convert that. Basically, that's what you're saying, to match.
No, you cannot convert. You cannot convert. You just need to check what suits you in Canada.
Right.
And even before you do that, you'll have remember, you will send your documents to WES for credential evaluation. So when you send your documents to WES, they are going to tell you your diploma in Kenya matches a certificate in Canada. Right. Or they're going to tell you your degree in Kenya is equivalent to a degree in accounts in Canada. So it is very important that you also do your WES verification. I have done a video on that. That is very important. Also, English proficiency. Remember, they said that back home, English is not our first language. So when you come here, they require you to do English tests. And in Kenya, it is done at British Council. It is in Upper Hill.
Yes.
And they have got a branch in Westlands, where nowadays people are doing it at Westlands electronically. And I have done videos on how you can study and pass IELTS. Because IELTS is the only thing that is going to change your points. You cannot change your age. You cannot change your marital status. There's nothing you can do about your points. But you can change your points by scoring so high on the English proficiency. Yes. Try, if you're doing French, if you have got French and English, try both. If you have got English alone, give it a 9. 9.5 is the highest. So give it the best. Yes. So that you try and improve on your points.
Yes. Wow. Very important. I know even with this new system the UK has started, English speaking is a requirement. So you have to have some form of a level of English that is
I think for the skilled ones, the ones I was talking about, the drivers, the plumbers, they're required to have a band of 4. You know, 4 is so easy to get a 4. 4 is just speaking the normal English, the one that I mean, somebody who has not had so much experience speaking in English can speak. They are going to get a 4.
If they can hear us, then they can
get a 4. They just need that 4.
Yes.
And you know, Canada is a bilingual country. I don't know about US. Canada, people speak in French and English, but majority speak in English. But this does not mean that when you don't speak French, you cannot come to Canada. Like myself, I don't speak even a sentence in English. I only know bonjour. Okay?
You don't speak a sentence in English or French?
No, in French, sorry. I don't speak in French, but I'm in Canada.
Yeah.
And though they have said that it's a bilingual country, I'm saying this to mean that someone who does not speak French can still come to Canada. The education system for Canada has really improved because they want everybody, all the kids that are going to school, they want them at least to know some French.
Yeah.
So now we have got, in Canada, we have got public schools and Catholic schools, and they're all free. Primary and secondary, they're free. Government and Catholic schools. So in the inside the schools, they have got systems whereby you can decide your kid can do full English. You can also do something else called French immersion. It is when they learn 50% English and 50% French. My kids used to be in that one, but then I realized they are not becoming fluent in French. So now I changed them to full French. French, they speak outside, inside, math, everything is French.
They study in French?
Yeah, they are now in French.
Wow.
So now they can speak Kiswahili.
And do they not get confused when
they can speak.
Home?
Yeah, they can speak. They speak Kiswahili.
At home.
They speak Kiswahili at home. They can speak Kiswahili, English, and French.
Wow.
And I also want them to learn Chinese if someone can help me.
Soon, Joyce, we're going to start traveling the world. We'll be in China, learning Chinese and everywhere.
And you know, they are going to be interpreting for me. Even now, when the emails come from school, they're the ones that read. I don't know how to read French. I tell them, come, read for me this email. The one who is 8-year-old, he reads. And then I respond.
Wow.
So, you know, even back home, our parents didn't know how to speak English.
No.
And then somehow we survived. And I mean, we did our homeworks and our moms didn't know how to read. So even here, I said I'm going to take them to those French places.
Wow.
Because we want them to be competitive. When you bring your children here, try to get the best out of Canada.
Yes.
Try to get, because why are you here?
Yes.
There's no way I can come from an English and then here there's an opportunity for a French and then I refuse to take them there.
Yes.
Exploit them, these opportunities.
That's something that I've also known. I didn't know that Canada is bilingual. I thought it is
bilingual.
I didn't know it is bilingual. So that's very interesting. So if you're there and you're looking to immigrate, you know, those are again additional opportunities for you, even for your family. If you want to learn a different language, you can learn those additional languages. Take those advantages. Immigrate to those countries. The opportunities are there. Right now, I know it is very easy to immigrate to Canada. Yeah. The UK is also making it very, very easy to immigrate to the UK. So this is the right time to take on those opportunities. And there's a lot of questions here. So I'm going to send you guys to Joyce's channel because we need to wrap up. I know we have other things that we need to be doing. But just the last question someone was asking, do you have to have... No, if you're unskilled, do you have to check your NOC code if you're unskilled?
Yes. Every skill has got an NOC. Every skill, even plumbers, even all of them.
Right. Okay. So you have to check your NOC code, regardless whether you're skilled or you're unskilled worker. You need to check your NOC code and know where you stand. So, guys, we just want to say thank you very much for following this discussion between me and Joyce. Don't forget to go to her channel, subscribe to her channel. She's given a lot of wealth in today's program. So go to her channel and listen to a lot of other information she may have. And whilst you're doing that, also do not forget to subscribe to my channel. This is Baraka Reality Media. Here we do nothing else but real life, real issues, and real talks to inspire, inform, and impact. So please don't forget to subscribe and share this video with as many people as you can so that a lot of your friends, a lot of your family members can get these opportunities and they can take advantage of these opportunities. So thank you, Joyce, again. We're going
Thank you so much.
Yes, we're going
Thank you guys for your time.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
very
guys.
much.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Bye, bye, guys. Bye.